I recently did a one-on-one discussion with one of my friends, and he wanted to understand what and how we should build our website. Now, I have built my own website, but I've also outsourced a little part of it. So I wanted to help him, and I want to bring this my friend up to speed on working on his blogs, working on his website. So I did this call recently with him, and I talked about major components that are required for creating a website. So one, you need a hosting platform. Two, you need a domain. Three, you need a WordPress account. That is very important. And four, you need to identify what all things you need to outsource and whom you should find out as part of your search. So as part of outsourcing, you want to outsource website building. And two, you need to outsource creating your logo because you need to create your own brand. So in this now, the following video, which I'm going to share with you, is a one-on-one discussion with one of my friends who reached out to me for his website discussion. Right. So I walked him through on what I use as part of my hosting platform, how I build my own website, how to create a post, what should you keep in mind when you create a post as part of SEO, how do you make sure that your SEO is above 80-85%, how do you add a image, how do you make sure that your content is not plagiarized, how you can make sure that you can rephrase certain content which you think after checking plagiarism, if it still says that it's plagiarized, how you can help your content, your own content to rephrase. There are different softwares and tools. So look at this video. This is very helpful for anyone who wants to create their own website. And subscribe to my channel. I'm going to share more information around these content, like how to write a book, how to build your personality, how to be strong mentally, how to tackle different situations where you don't know the answers, how you can be physically fit to make sure that you have all the energy to work towards your goals and success, and how you can enhance yourself spiritually. Okay, so before I start, let me ask you some questions. Have you tried doing on your own? What all things you've tried doing on your own? Like,
You mean regarding website creation?
regarding your website, yes.
Yeah, I just tried Wix.com. I got stuck in I don't know what exactly to be put in the content. Like, is it I don't know if that is the exact thing which I wanted to do. So after seeing your website, I thought this is simple, neat, and cool. Like, there is only the required content.
True.
So that should be enough for now.
Yes. So I think, see, what we let me just give you a background about why we need a website and what is your goal to have a website. Okay. Now, I am not an expert to create a website. Okay. But I know what my website should be, right? So I'll give you a basic of what exactly you would need to go ahead to create your own website. Okay. Now there are 3 to 4 components which are required. You must have, even if you do it on your own or someone else is doing it for you. Okay. So the website which you want, you must document on a paper that what that website should do and what all categories that website should have. Like website should have a home page, right? Website should have a category of maybe you want to put up some blogs, right? So website should have a blog category. Maybe going forward, you want to put up your videos, which you're also uploading on YouTube. People accessing your website should also have access to those videos. So the category should also have a video, right?
Okay.
Maybe going forward, you also want to have a podcast available on your website.
Yeah.
So make sure that that category is available for you on your website. So I recommend that before going into a website, sit down, take a piece of paper and write down what all things you want as part of your website. Okay. Now, WordPress is one place where you can create a website readily. but I recommend that you outsource it. I'm going to tell you how you do that. Because we're not expert in creating website using WordPress, I recommend that you initially outsource it, and then slowly, as you start using it, you will get to know what you need to do to get things going on. Okay. Now, the first thing what you need to do or what you need to have is a hosting platform. Okay. Why we need a hosting platform is a website needs to be hosted somewhere. It cannot just be available in the air, right? So like you said, Wix.com. I think they have their own hosting platform or a hosting place where they host the website. But what I recommend is there are different places where you can start or buy or purchase a shared hosting platform, right? So one, you need a hosting platform. Two, you need a domain.
Okay.
Now, when I say domain, my domain is invincible.in, invincibleu.in. So .in is my domain. Okay. You need to identify what domain you want to search for. I'll show you how you do that. Right. So one is your hosting platform. Two is your domain. Three, you must have a WordPress login credentials. You just create your login credentials on WordPress initially. Maybe going forward down the line, you think that WordPress is not enough, but you can still use the same hosting platform and create a new website with something else, like a hardcore website, right? So you can create that. Now, one is your hosting platform, two is your domain, three is your WordPress account. Now, four, you must have your logo and your image of your platform. You must design it or you outsource it again, right? It's very easy, it's very cheap. Now, the best website to outsource these services is Fiverr. Okay, I've used it. I'll show you how you do that. So Fiverr, you can find out, you can select best possible option for you, and you can go ahead and get it. So within a week, you'll get your website created. Within a week, you can get your logo created, right? So let me share my screen and let me show you. Now, when you see Hostinger, I have a premium shared hosting account.
Okay.
Which is expiring on 2026. Okay. Now, the reason why I said I have taken 5-year ka hosting. I've taken a hosting for 5 years. Now, there are different hosting environments. So this is my hosting. There is a premium shared hosting. You can renew, you can upgrade, you can add a website here. Like I said, this is my domain, but I can create a website apart from WordPress. Okay.
Okay.
So
So this Hostinger is used for what is it?
It's a hosting platform.
Hosting platform.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a hosting platform. So you can use Hostinger. There are different hosting platforms. Let me share it to you. So there are HostGator, there is Hostinger, there is GoDaddy, see, this is A2 hosting, Hostinger, Web Engine, GoDaddy, HostGator. HostGator is good, I like it. Hostinger is also good. GoDaddy is also better. But there are many different, see, Wix is there, you also mentioned that. So if you are okay with Wix, you can go ahead with Wix. So find out which is your best option on selecting your hosting services. Google itself has its own hosting platform, but I don't recommend that. Okay, I have hosting.
Like, if we go with one, can we change it later?
No, you cannot. But you see, the thing is, you can buy a hosting services from this, any one of it. But if you want to move away from that hosting platform and move to different hosting platform, you can do it, and you can do it in your WordPress website. You can, so for example, for a year you bought Hostinger, right? Your website worked fine on Hostinger, but you found that Wix is lesser next year. Okay. You moved to Wix and then you made configuration changes in your WordPress account, and then then that WordPress account is pointing to Wix. Okay. Okay. or HostGator or anything, or GoDaddy, whatever it is. So hosting platform is important for you to have a website hosted on it. I recommend whenever you go for a shared hosting services.
Okay.
Okay. If you see, I have a shared hosting services.
Okay. So does that mean we can use it on other website?
No,
I mean, other
this
platforms.
means shared hosting is used by others as well, and your website is on a specific hosting platform where other people are also putting their website.
Okay. So it is used for, I mean, it reduces the cost, right?
It is, yes, it's cost effective, yes.
Okay.
Right. So, and then you can then go to, so once you have this setup, you have the credentials, then you're set for your hosting platform. The next thing what you need is your domain. So I
Okay.
took Google domain, invincible.in. You can get a new domain. You can create your own domain. For example, if you click here and get a new domain, you can search whichever domain you want. For example, if I say, so these are the domains which are available. Invincibleu.boats. So invincibleu.xyz, invincibleu.co.in. This is a very good domain.
Okay.
Invincibleu.com, right? So similarly, you can buy anyone. This is 860 rupees per year.
Okay.
860 rupees per year is very cheap,
Okay.
right? So you can buy your domain here and you keep the details of your domain with you. I'll show you when you have to use it. Okay. So you got your domain, right? If I click here, I can see my domain, right? I can see what all things are there, right? This is my 860 yearly billing, 860
Okay.
yearly billing, right? So now you are set with the hosting platform. Now you have bought the domain. Next, you have to create your website, WordPress account.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you create your WordPress account, if you go to appearance, you can learn how to create your own website by using an existing theme.
Okay.
Okay. And it is very easy. I'll show you how to do that. But I recommend that you don't do it immediately. I recommend that you outsource this initially. And it is very cheap. Trust me, I'll tell you, you will definitely have no problem in doing that. Okay. But going forward, once you have the website ready, you can customize it the way you want it. You can change the menu, right? So these are all the menus. This is homepage setting, the blog, sidebar, footer bar, performance of this particular page. These are my categories, right? I have about page. I have my, so about page is something which I've written as a page, and then I've attached it to the about page. I'll show you how I did that. There are blogs, gallery. I have added gallery as I also do photography, so I added all my pictures there. So if you see these pictures, these are
Okay.
all my click pictures.
Oh, okay.
So if you click here, it just slide by slide. So you see a Jinke photography 2014 click picture. So yeah, very old. Now I don't do, but this is something which I did earlier.
Okay.
This was one of my clicks. So this is how you can add. But let me just stop it here. I mean, I'm just telling you one option that you can do it on your own. But if you, I recommend that you go to Fiverr credentials, log in your credentials. Okay. And if you see, I have two orders here. One is professional logo
Okay.
and one is WordPress website and blog.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go to WordPress website first and I'll show you. So I gave all the details, what all things I needed, right? That's why I said you need to know what exactly you want from your website. So document your requirement, and this is what you need to tell them, boss, this is what I want. These are my social handles, social media handles, right? And you can reach out to them. Now this particular services like costed me 2000 rupees, 2300 rupees just to create my website. The website you see is created in 2300 rupees. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, within 3 to 4 days I think it was done. My website was ready. But prior to this, you must have your hosting platform, you must have your domain, and you must have your WordPress credentials.
Okay.
Okay, then now by the time this is getting made, you can place a new order for logo design. Okay, now
Okay.
logo design also costed me 2315 rupees. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this guy gave me a delivery in hardly 1 or 2 days. So he gave me different options of uh, images, right? So there are,
Okay.
and then I used those images in my website. So if you look at my site, so this is the image he gave me, this logo he gave me,
Okay.
right? Then this image he gave me as a logo, which is very good. I mean, though 2000 rupees, it's a very good. Now these are all blogs I've written so far.
Okay.
Okay.
So like you gave the content and it just added into the
No, I'll
site,
tell you
right?
how to do it. I'll tell you how to do it. Now, when you are done with the website is ready. Okay. Now you have to log into your uh, WordPress site, right? As an admin. Okay.
Okay.
So this is admin login. Okay, and then you can create new post. Okay, I'm just going to open one of my posts. I'm going to show you what all things you need to do. So how to change wrong perception, right? So this Elementor, what you see here, it's a tool to create these posts. Now you see the SEO is almost 82%, 86%, 86%, 85%. I have made sure that my posts are searchable.
Okay.
Right? So there are 26 views, 31 views, 27 views, 23 views, 36 views, 30 view. I have a comment here, right? 27 views, 42 views, gratitude, right? See, Dan Locke, FU Money book review, right?
Yeah.
I read it like long back and published it like long back. So 31 view there. So then book review, 80% mind, 20% skill, right? So these are something mentor versus coach, right? Reverse analogy of healthy lifestyle. These are all I've written, and then you see most of them have above 80 SEO.
Yeah. SEO.
This specific has 95% SEO.
Oh, how to make the right decision.
Right now, if I open this, let me just open this. Edit with Elementor. So this Elementor is one tool that you can use to create your posts. I'll show you how you can create your post as well. But I mean, if you use the similar person who I've used for making my website, he will always recommend you the Elementor. This is extremely easy tool.
Okay.
So this opens like this, and then you can start adding, like for example, if you want to add a header, you can add a header. You can add a text here. So then you can add a button. You can add image. So if you see this, if you click here and if you add, it adds like this.
Okay.
Right? And then you can add anything if you want to, right? You can add images, you can add text, you can add small headers. So these are very important, like small headers, spaces, alternate text on image. So alternate text on image means, for example, if this is your image, right? This is your image, right? So you see there is an alternate text on that image which is required for, see this alt text.
Yeah.
This alt text is required for your SEO.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So if you go back and see the content, right here, there is this all-in-one SEO. This is a plugin which I'm using. Now,
Okay.
if you go to this will tell you where all there are errors, whether your focus key phrase is good, whether your title looks good, whether there's a readability error, whether there's a basic SEO error, right? You need to also make sure that the snippet here, which is mentioned, is within 160 characters to make
Oh.
sure that the SEO is appropriate, right? So
Okay.
focus key phrase is very important. You need to add a focus key phrase. I've added a focus key phrase as decision. So this decision will, the focus key phrase will look for whether the focus key phrase is in the SEO title. Now this is my SEO title, right? Decision,
Yeah.
the word is there in the title, right?
Yes.
Then it will say focus key phrase in the meta description. This is the meta description. Now the decision word is in the meta description. Now focus
Okay.
key phrase is length. If you check, the focus key phrase length is appropriate. In the
Okay.
URL, yes, the URL it's available, right? Focus key phrase in the introduction, yes, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Here is decision, right? Now, this is focus key phrase, very important. Title, the focus key phrase in SEO title, yes. The focus key phrase in at the beginning of the SEO title, yes. And the title length is specific. Yes, you cannot go beyond a title length. You cannot be less than a title length.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you write this, you make sure that you have, I'll show you how you create a post. Okay. But look at these things. One of the most important to create your SEO is your snippet, right? You can edit the snippet. If you do it below 160, this will give you an error that the meta description is less than or more than 160
Oh.
160 characters.
So it should be exact 160.
It can be below 160, but it cannot be 40, 30, 20.
Oh. Okay.
It should be somewhere between 140 to 150, 160. Then it makes more sense. And when you don't have 140 to 160, this will give you a message that a meta description is not appropriate and your SEO rank will decrease.
Oh. Okay.
Right? So if to make sure that your SEO rank is appropriate, you make sure that this meta description is appropriate. Your focus key phrase is added. Right? You can change this focus key phrase from here. But if you change this and you add something else, you need to make sure your content follows those focus key phrases.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you go back to the main page of this this post, you will see that you can also edit, like for example, where did it go? Was it this? Yeah.
Yes.
Edit. If I just edit this without Elementor, this will open it in WordPress's edit window.
Okay.
Okay. Here also you can see that there is a meta description. So this is a meta description which is 150.
Oh, yeah.
Max character is 160.
160. Yeah.
Right. So you make sure that whenever you do it, you can check whether the snippet is appropriate, the title is okay, the additional key phrases are there or not. For additional key phrases, you need to purchase this all-in-one SEO. I'm using a free version of it, so this is easy. Focus key phrase is added here, decision, right? So there is a conflict between WordPress's editor and Elementor. So Elementor, you see the all-in-one SEO says that everything is appropriate. and there the SEO is great. But here
Yeah.
WordPress's SEO says it's 80 out of
80. Yeah.
100, and then here you see overall is 87, and actually it's 93 headline and SEO it says 93.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how you make sure that your SEO is appropriate. As soon as your SEO is appropriate, that means your posts are searchable across the globe. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me just open a new post, right? I'm just going to give you some basic thing, not more details.
Okay.
You have to
Yeah.
decide what exactly you need to build. So for example, I'm just going to say that WordPress tutorial to WordPress. So you should also get Grammarly, by the way. This is very good.
Yeah.
So WordPress to create website. Now what I do is I edit with Elementor first thing.
Okay.
Excuse me. So WordPress tutorial to create website. Okay. Now if you want to change this, you go here, settings, change this from here.
Okay.
Okay. Now if you want to add an image, for example, right? Let me add a header first. Header says how to create WordPress website. Okay. And then I add a text. And I say, first you need to have a hosting platform and domain. Okay. Then I say, okay, for example, I want an image here. Okay. Then I click here and I choose an image. So for example, I do this. I add an alt text. Okay. This is very important.
Okay.
This gets added. Okay. Now, for example, this is very important. Okay. You need to make sure that you remember this. If you are taking any quotes from someone, right, don't add them as is as a text. Never add them as text. Okay. Why I'm telling you? Because for you see sometime life has its own way of driving you towards destiny. This is my own quote. So I've mentioned that here. For example, I say that life quotes. Okay. And I say, suppose and I say, okay, this particular quote, Nelson Mandela, I copy from this and I paste it here, for example.
Okay.
There is a common habit we do to copy and paste it. It's a very common habit, right? But when you want to monetize this channel or monetize this website through Google AdSense, Google AdSense will tell you that this is plagiarized.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what you do is, for example, if you are taking any quotes, okay, what you do is you create an image of that quote. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll show you. And you add that quote as an image. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when when a plagiarism software or an algorithm runs on your website, this particular image will not be scanned.
Yeah, they will only scan the text, right?
Right? Now,
Okay.
there's another different habit which you usually tend to do is you look out for some more content when you try to write your own content, right? For example, different types of communication issues, right? And you search on Google and then you find out someone already written an article on that, right? You try to take inspiration, but sometimes it happens that you try to copy that and you try to reword it, or you try to paste
Mhm.
it as is. I did it in my posts as well.
Okay.
But later when I realized that this is plagiarized, I had to change everything. I had reworked on my I have reworked on my posts and I had to change them to, to make sure that there is no plagiarism. So how you can check the plagiarism is there is a software online. Plagiarism checker.
Okay.
Okay. You paste your content here and check plagiarism. Okay. What it does is it'll tell you whether this is unique or this is plagiarized.
Okay. Like, what is the good percent of plagiarism? Like, we can
0%.
go ahead.
0%.
See,
You
0.
cannot,
Okay.
yeah, you should not. 1% is okay, but ideally 0%.
Okay.
Right? So this will tell you whether or not this particular text is plagiarized or not. This is definitely plagiarized. Now,
It's
if
still.
you have a this 100% unique, this is good. I can take it.
Is it okay?
Looks like. So this is how you can check it whether this is plagiarized or not. Okay.
Okay.
Now there is another software which you can use to translate your content to some other content. Okay. For example, if I take this, if I take this, the insight, whatever this may be, this I want to copy, but I don't want plagiarism. So I use Quillbot. I paste it here. I paraphrase it. It will rephrase and give me the same thing, and I can copy this and I can paste in my post. This will not be plagiarized.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Quillbot is you can check, you can reuse, you can do things with Quillbot. Quillbot is a free tool. There is a limit of words you can paste here, but I recommend whenever you write, even if you write your own content, right? Even if you write your own content from your heart, from your mind, from your soul, I recommend you do a Quillbot. You do a plagiarism check first,
Okay.
and then you do a if you find some things are plagiarized, paste it here, rephrase it, and then again check for plagiarism.
Okay.
And then if
Got
it is plagiarized, then if it's unique, you can use it. Okay. So this is how you can do it. So first, I have only 7 minutes left, but
Okay. Okay.
I any questions? So one is you need to have your hosting platform, right? 2, you have your
Yeah.
domain. Okay. 3, you have a WordPress account created, right? 4, I will send you the details of these people who have helped me. But but if you want, you can find your own people who you feel comfortable working with. But what you can do is you can go to Fiverr, right? This is Fiverr homepage, and you can
Okay.
search for website development.
Okay.
Okay, if you search for website development, there are different options you will get. right? So this, I develop your own website according to your wish. This is good. This person is charging only 2,129 rupees. But this is not WordPress website. This is
Okay.
HTML, CSS, PHP, JavaScript, and XML website. Okay, this is actually website. Like this website. This Fiverr is a website, right?
Okay.
There are people who will be able to help you working WordPress website. See, professional responsive WordPress website, 9,000 rupees. Right? WordPress website design is 6,000 rupees. Right? So search for the things, and best, I would recommend do WordPress website now because it's very easy to manage. If you develop such website like HTML, CSS, and PHP, JavaScripting, then for maintenance, you will have to reach out to that person again because you won't be able to manage it.
Okay.
Okay. So you search for website development here. I will send you the details from whom I'm already connected. Then you can say logo design. Okay. Now logo design, there are so many people. There are people who are doing logo design for 1,000 rupees also. Okay. You can you can get your logo designed. So if you, for example, if you look for this particular seller, so this particular seller is giving you different packages. Their basic package is one logo concept, one JPG, right? No, nothing with 1,000 rupees. Standard package has 2 logos, source file, JPG, 1-day delivery. So this person can give you 1 day. So 2,900 rupees, you can ask him anything which you want to. And premium is 3 logos, 5,960. So if you want only one logo, why not going for one logo right now?
Okay,
Right?
I got it.
So Fiverr is very important, like initially, and then you can later on move to some other tool. But again, I'm repeating: hosting platform, domain, WordPress account, and Fiverr. Fiverr for your website creation and logo creation.
Yeah.
Once your website is ready, then you can start creating your own content, right? And then you make sure that you have all the SEO details available. You will learn how to create them. Like I said, you should have your meta description. You should have your alternate text on images. You should have your sections of your content in different paragraphs. You should not write big paragraphs, right? You should have small paragraphs, subheaders, big headers. These all contributes to your SEO because readability is very important when you consider your SEO. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
So any questions?
No, not yet.
No
Not now.
questions?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is good. If you have any questions, buddy, reach out to me. I'm going to post this video on YouTube. If you want to refer this again, you can refer it. Okay. And I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share the details of the logo guy and the website developer who has developed this for me. So you can reach out to them. It's very easy. It's very cheap. And the guy who has built a website, he's very helpful. So he can guide you how to do things. He can give you videos recording of how to do things. He also sent me adding a post, deleting a post, SEO, adding images, sliders, everything. He'll send everything to you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So yeah, man, all the best. I think this is something interesting. I like it.
Yeah,
You reached out to me. This gives me more confidence of giving one-on-one mentorship to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Chalo. All the best. Chalo. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Bye bye.